Good day. Welcome everyone that is here to listen to Tara and I's rambling on. Our
Sure.
awarenesses, our all of the things. So welcome Tara. Tara's from TSW Life Coaching, and she is an amazing coach that she goes deep into your soul. She knows what your soul is trying to convey to you if you can't hear it, if you are, wanting to break free from some things, see yourself in a different light, all of the things. So, welcome, Tara.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah,
That's
we're
quite an
here.
introduction. Thank you.
Oh. I don't always say, I know who you are, I know what you do. I don't always portray it to everyone because I just know you so well. So,
Yeah,
yes, I always kind of forget that piece, but
and
not
that's
everyone
fine.
is here for the like that have watched all of our morning musings. So some people are new here, so I have to say that. I am Sue. I guess I should introduce myself too.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna.
am also a soul coach. I do see the same kind of things as Tara does. I do it differently. We're all different in how we see people's light and the things that need to be seen, felt, healed, all of the things. So, welcome. Today, we are talking about controlling others or the sense to interfere on their path as they make choices, as they live life, as they, guidance that we want to give, all of that stuff. So, that is our topic for today.
And I think so many people have such an aversion to the word control. So for me, it's like we were just talking about trying to fix or save. And that is definitely the empath pattern. The
Mm.
wounded empath pattern is trying to fix or save people. And I don't think a lot see that as control, but it is. I
Yeah.
mean, underneath it, it is control.
100%, 100%. And like we do have beautiful guidance to share. We truly do. Oh, it's funny.
I just got it's control in the fact of I just got this visual, so and it made me giggle. It's like putting the bumpers up on the bowling alley,
Yep.
and so it that probably will more so resonate with people because they're not feeling like they're trying to control, but you are because you're controlling where that ball goes by putting the bumpers up.
Yeah.
And I just thought that
Support.
was funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's guidance and support. Just use this and you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a space here that um yes, we have guidance to give because we have a story too. We've been through a lot, and I mean everyone's been through stuff.
Yeah.
And often we take that awareness, that knowing, that space of, ooh, I learned the hard way, so now I want to help you. But there is also a space where it pulls people out of their own guidance, pull or their own awareness, and it enables them to not listen to their own journey, their own story. And it really does pull other people out of their intuition when we're trying to really give them the answers. We can see, and most of us that are really in tune with our soul and our body, we can see where the path is going to lead people, but it's a space for us to understand that they have to navigate it how they need to. If they want to put the bumpers up, they'll listen, or they will take your guidance and use it or not. But it's there for, we want to help people. That's what we're here for.
And that's why it's such a like wounded empath pattern because I guess what I got a little while ago was we have such a drive because we know in our soul that we're here to serve. And so it's like that is the strongest cord within us is you're here to serve. And so as we grow up with that really strong desire to serve, we aren't taught how to do that or how to manage that appropriately. So we go into these modes of trying to fix and save everyone, to try to be the rescuer, because it's that desire to serve, which is our soul's desire, but yet we don't know how to do it. So we just go into, which is why so many empaths are people pleasers and give till they burn out or harm themselves because they've just that drive with is part of your soul calling, but we haven't been taught how to use the skills
Yeah. Yeah.
and use them in a healthy way.
Yeah, I love that. And like for me, I have had to learn like I mean have I learned it 100%? I mean, do we ever? I don't know. If you have, please chime up in the
I
chat
have.
because um but there I have had this I don't know whether it's self-taught or a space where I have really practiced detachment. Like it is a huge space where I have really, it's taken me many years. I won't say how many because that might date me. Um, but there's a space of someone asks for something, I will definitely, take it if it resonates, leave it if not. Say, and then it's like I need to detach from that outcome. I need to detach, I'm serving, I'm giving my guidance, like you said, right? Because that's what we're here for. And then I detach. Then I'm still here for you, but I've said my piece, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Um, and then I just have to realize that if they've heard it, if they integrate it, if they, embody it, then that's great. If not, that's okay too, right?
Mhm.
Instead of trying to steer the ship for them and going, oh, like if they would just listen, no, you just beat yourself up if you do that.
Absolutely. And that's why, like I said, I think a lot of people don't realize that that's control when you still try to steer that ship
Yeah.
and you put those bumpers up, and then it's like they're not listening. So I need to move the bumpers a little bit closer, a little bit closer. And it's like, yes, you can see, or yes, you may know, or have a different perspective. But like you said, it's about planting that seed
Yeah.
and allowing them to have their own destiny. And um, is this came out of the card that I pulled yesterday for my Surrender Sunday, which was let go of your desire to control. And the message I got so clearly is everyone is where they're meant to be. And by you interfering or trying to control or trying to manipulate, A, you're telling the universe, I'm smarter than you. Thanks, but I'm better and smarter. Um,
And I know
and
more.
yeah, exactly. I know more. And B, you are, like you said, you're steering them and guiding them in a way that maybe their soul's not supposed to go. And so, like you said so perfectly, you can plant that seed. You can give them that guidance, but it's not your place to keep moving the bumpers until they're going the way that you think they should go. Because maybe they're supposed to bounce back and forth a little bit off that mile marker. Maybe there's a huge challenge or a lesson that they're supposed to learn within that. And you can't see that. You can just see the one path. And so, yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I don't think a lot of people will because we have such an idea of what controlling is. And this is so much subtler. But trying to fix someone or save them is still controlling.
100%, 100%. And you see that a lot with addictions in families, right? But they gave me a visual as you were talking. That's funny. It's like they showed me like a little child taking the training wheels off the bike, but you hold the handlebar. You know how you're pushing them along and you hold the handlebar and you're not letting them steer the ship, the
Yeah.
bike. Um, and you just like you don't want to let go because what if they fall? But what if that fall is going to bring them to reality, is going to bring them into their own awareness of going, oh crap, I need to da 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 da, right? And really listening to their own guidance, their own awareness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. And it's so, I don't remember what I was going to say. Yeah. Oh, that was the other part that came out of that message yesterday. Squirrel.
I knew it was going to come.
Yeah. Is that think of your own life. Like the biggest challenges in your life have brought you the biggest rewards. And so by trying to bumper or save or steer for everybody and try to keep them from falling, you're stealing that opportunity for them to get those rewards too.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And this is just kind of came into me. It's like I'm divorced and remarried, but in my past relationship, I talked to no one. I told no one that I was leaving. I didn't discuss it with anyone. I didn't ask anyone's opinion. I had to sit in my own crap and I had to sit in my own stuff. But can you imagine if I would have told a bunch of people and they would have stopped me and I wouldn't have realized what my life would be like today, right? Or it would have been down a really bad path because I was already down that path with my own mental health. So it's a space for us to really be able to really listen to how do we grow? How did you get to where you are at, Tara? You know, as a soul coach, knowing to read your soul, like you've had to do that yourself, right? But if people aren't willing to do that, then unfortunately, there's the lessons that have to come through. I'll
Yeah.
call them a lesson. I don't know. It's life's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I agree. I'm moving further and further from lesson because I think that has a connotation of
Yeah.
it's so I usually say opportunity or invitation. The universe is inviting you to whatever. But yeah, again, it's the connotation that we have with lesson. It's like, oh, there's a pass fail. No, it's just yeah.
And what
Go ahead.
just came in for me is it's not a lesson, it's reconnection to our soul.
Mm,
That's what I just got. I'm gonna take that if I remember it. And I'm going to take it. It's the because that's what we're moving. I'm off topic here, but the society right
okay.
now, we're moving away from those relationships that don't honor us, that don't, and there's no right or wrong. It's if you're connected and listening to your soul, you're sitting around my table, right? Whereas there's the huge gap coming, and we're going to see a much bigger gap. We're going to see a lot of people feeling like they have no one sitting at their table. And I feel like we already are there for many people. And that's okay. But it's a reconnection. We're recalibrating. We're in a space of the vibration that we are holding. If people around us can't hold it, then there's detachment from it, the
Yeah.
relationships. But yeah, and yeah,
I'm glad you brought it back to detachment because there was something else that was coming with that too. Is that can feel hugely um, different. I'm just gonna say that. I was like, there's not a better word for it. It can feel really cold-hearted, and it can feel really like you don't give a crap anymore, um, and empty almost for a bit because of the attachment, because we've been taught that to care, then you need to smother or you need to be
yeah,
involved and you need to steer. Like, I love that with the bike. You need to steer them. And it's like, no, that's not really caring. That is
manipulating.
controlling,
Yep,
really, what
yep,
we start talking about. To really care for someone, in my opinion, and to hold compassion for someone is to honor their journey and the journey of their soul. And I always go back to when I talk to people about this, what the yoga term namaste means, which is the light in me honors the light in you. And that to me brings me right to that compassionate place of I don't need to stoke your fire. I don't need to. You have a beautiful light in you. So I'm just going to hold that space of seeing that light, even though your behaviors may not be recognizing that light right now. I'm going to recognize it for you, and I'm going to hold that space of
Ooh,
knowing that it's there. I
that's
know, right?
I know. That is huge. Unconditional, right? It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Woo, that was a good one.
Thanks.
I have to listen
Thanks.
to this part again. Holy man. Um, and there's a sense here of ego as well. I'll call it ego, where we want to control an outcome,
Hmm.
right? Because we want the best for people and or a situation, right? But when we are in that, then we are in control. When we want that outcome, or we see that space, that, like you said, that light where that fire inside you could be so stoked, and I see it in you, oh my goodness, just start putting wood on the fire, right? They have to choose it, right? And we can't control that outcome. Um, yes, we can see things in other people that say, you know what, if you would have started a long time ago, you would be like so much further. But that's not the issue, right? It's them deciding for themselves.
And I am a true believer that it's our destiny. And it's they couldn't stoke the fire, 6 months ago, a year
Yep.
ago, because the firewood wasn't there, let's say, you
Yep.
know? And so they need to do it on their own. And that's why, for me, that being able to hold that compassionate space, but is definitely feels different. But I think it makes it doubly hard. Does that make sense? For empaths, because not only, especially intuitive empaths, because not only can we maybe see or have those seeds of wisdom to plant, but we can feel the suffering that the other person is going through. And you're
Yes,
just like, but just listen, I told you the seed. And that's really hard because we can feel how much it's impacting the other person and we can feel the suffering that they're going through. Um, but again, it's not our journey.
that's right. I often have to remind myself, your journey, my journey, and I'm okay with it. Right. And that's seriously, there's been times when I run stuff through and I don't have to understand your journey. I don't live I have not lived your story, and I will never live your story to understand. And I don't need to understand it. And that's a big space as an empath. We try and understand where people are coming from, and we can't always understand that. It's just, we're in a different space, right?
That's why I think, because that just brought up what I always say to empaths that are just kind of awakening. You are a conduit for the energy, not a container. And so when that comes up, it's about letting that flow through you. And that's part of your journey as awakening empath is to be able to hold that space without it entangling and enmeshing with yours. And
Yes.
so you can just be like a filter, just let it through, let it through.
Yep.
And yeah, that's part of that journey is learning that.
Yeah. And honestly, as an empath, like you said, we're trying to fix, help, all of the things. But as an empath, we also need to be, like you said, the conduit and be space. What is space? Being space for someone is not solving their problems, not having an answer. It is just the container with no words. Can we be space for someone and not speak and
That's a
not
huge
fix?
thing.
It is. And
Yeah.
that is true space. I'm here for you to listen. I am a container for you to say what you need to say, and that's it. We don't have to solve it. And that is
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. That's again is, and maybe that's another one we should do, but it's being invited along.
Yes.
And because that's another thing I think a lot of empaths do is they offer when they haven't been invited. And then they get frustrated because it's not accepted, but you were never invited
Yep.
to share that.
Yeah. I will often, people will message me or ask me questions about something, and I will often jump in and say, "Ooh, this is what you could do. I can," and then I go, delete, 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 erase, erase,
Right?
erase. Hold that. Don't even say it.
Yeah.
Because it's just what we do. We're trained to solve problems. We are. We truly are. It's just part of our societal upbringing and as an empath.
Yeah. And when you're intuitive and get guidance, and I don't know about you, but like my guidance doesn't shut off. So, like, even when I'm watching TV, I'll be like, oh, there's belief systems. Oh, there we go. Or I can see like what the show's trying to, the underlying kind of societal message that it's trying to imprint on us. And I'm like, yeah, so it doesn't shut off, and so that makes it really hard to, but it's something I've had to learn to wait to be invited.
That's right. And can you imagine if it doesn't shut off for you, but someone chooses not to have that running through their system, that intuition that is their truth? Can you imagine we solve the problems to stop that system from running in people, for them to choose their own what resonates with them?
Yeah,
Back to full circle here.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So I think it's been, yeah, like I said, and I think this conversation had to happen because like I just keep getting most people will hear control and be like, no, I'm not controlling. And then it's like, really? Sit with that for a minute.
yeah,
And I've said that to people who sit across the table from me. They're like, I'm not controlling. It's like, mm, maybe sit with it for a minute.
yeah,
Because it's not a word. I think because it has such a negative connotation that people don't want to admit it. And they're thinking very surface level. Like, no, I don't try to control things. Yeah, you do.
control is even wanting the best for people.
Exactly.
It
It's trying
doesn't,
to
like,
manipulate
yeah,
in some way, even if it's for the person's good.
yeah,
So you think that's still trying to, like, I love the handlebars thing that you said. It's that trying to control the handlebars, trying to steer it the
yeah,
way it's supposed to go.
yeah. Can you imagine driving a car and you're holding the steering wheel for your kid that's learning how to drive? Is that ever going to allow them to drive the car with ease ever if you finally let go and there's no one there to help them?
Yeah.
Boom, right?
Boom.
So, so that is, I think, what we have for today. Hey,
Yeah, I think so.
awesome. Thank you, Tara, again. I always love the insights that you have and what we chat about here because we could do some deeper dives if yeah, some more deeper than just surface level healing. Yeah. So if there's something you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments. Also, Wednesday nights, we have a thing together, Soul Essence Revival, and it is bringing in the essences of trees, plants, crystals, all of the things. And I read the energy of the room, bring through some things that people are kind of dealing with right now in their life. And then we tie it together and we do healing, and it's beautiful, beautiful. There is probably a link in my description for that. If not, it's on all my socials, it's on all of Tara's socials, it's all pinned everywhere. And websites, so you can't miss it. Soul Essence Revival Wednesdays. It's a live Zoom at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Thank you, Tara. And you have something else to say.
No, I was just gonna
Oh,
say, and it's so much fun because like our conversations here, it just flows. It flows so beautifully, and it's just, yeah, we like our conversations here. We just get downloads as things come, and so it's such a beautiful space that we
yeah.
have.
And I love that we've had people that have come every single week. They never miss a week. And we have laughter, we have tears, we have aha moments. It is beautiful. So check it out if you are wanting that. And also, Tara and I do one in person as well if you are wanting your own very personal one. So that is part of it too. Thank you again, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
You bet.
Much love.
Much love. Namaste.